Welcome to Knoxville, Tennessee. This afternoon, Neyland Stadium, where Rocky Top plays in the background, sailgating going on in the Tennessee River, and the Big Orange ready to open the season. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Volunteers offense will get the first swing of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best 2 conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
The give on 4th down. The Volunteers get enough for the first down.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Washington.
I mean, you talk about coming out as a defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know.
Going for a big play right off the bat. He's got it on the left. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. No Tennessee quarterback will ever be revered like Peyton Manning, but many more throws like that, and they're going to say, this guy's getting into the realm at least.
Yeah, you get in the realm, you're good. You get in the realm, you start talking about Hall of Fame. That's what kind of tradition we've had with a guy like Peyton Manning. His fingerprints are still on this program, and if you are mentioned with him, that's a good day at the office.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. aerial assault continues. Got his man in the middle. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down distances, third downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Quarterback keeper. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Looking to throw on second down. Using the quick game. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteer.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Huskies offense will try to get something going with their first possession. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Pocket starts to collapse. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Buck. Quickly out to the tight end.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
This defense is making life hard on the quarterback early in the game. We're only in the first quarter. They've already got a pick, and that time they swat another one away. Man, they are breaking on the ball.
Movement here from the tight end. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. With that play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Vols have this offense rolling. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Creates a little room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Little touch pass to the receiver. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, looking again to throw. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They want to just keep throwing it. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Volunteers are in the hurry-up. The give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vols!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Vanderbilt rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Here's the handoff. Smashes through. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Right on target this time. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Line getting set on second down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. This offense has a second down play. To the air, it's Buck. Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. Finds his big tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Washington wants to go quickly.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his position.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. He's got it on the run. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. He wants to throw it. Finds his back in the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Nice job playing physical by the defense. That's a great job. He catches the ball, gets a yard, and the defense goes, no, sir, you go no more. And now, next time he catches it, where's that dude at? I'm going to find him. Stay away from him.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. It's still 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Buck. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Huskies.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And he makes the extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth.
And he breaks into the open. Past the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field. Treat him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
And he added the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Most defenses are lucky if you have 1 good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Sends it downfield. He's got it down the left. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. He wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Volunteers!
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped up to 17. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David? He lobs one high down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages. Because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The hand to the running back. Works his way through the traffic, and he picks up 8 yards on the play, and this one's much more manageable on 4th and 3. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Oh, he wants it all. It's him in stride inside the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown ball.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
The Volunteers will kick it off. Second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
And here's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
Power football with the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Washington right back to the line. Back to throw, it's Buck. He finds his man. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. Washington sends out the punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Now on second down. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's looking for an open man on second down. He makes the catch. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Montgomery. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Offense gets set for second down. He wants to throw it again. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
And the Vols want to move quickly. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling.
Touchdown, Tennessee! And the route is on. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day. He's not there yet, but man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia Tech has been almost unstoppable today offensively. Between the game plan and the play calling and the execution, it's been near perfection. They're up by 27 over the Pandas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Let's go. When you see snot bubbles coming out of the offensive player, you know it was a good lick. The Mike linebacker sits right in the middle of the field, ready to roll, ready to lay the hammer.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that?
He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it. Touchdown, Volunteers. And the punishment has been extended.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. The receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill. He uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Dropping back, it's Buck. Flips it out to the back. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Got his man! And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Coming after him. He'll pull it down. Nice job to get down there and avoid the hit with the slide. And the field goal unit is on the field. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Big first down sack for the defense, brings up second down. Looking to throw, it's Frederick. Takes a shot. He's got it. And he'll be brought down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
From the gun on third down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. At this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And he made the extra point without problem. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those He's going to fire deep. Got it inside the 10. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. The Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun. Getting some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. He's looking to throw. Touchdown ball! And the stomping has commenced.
Game one, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Steps away. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They're trying to get to him. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
And here comes the offense on second down. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
Looking to pass. It's Frederick. He looks that one in nicely. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Huskies are rolling down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes the grab down the middle.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming with the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Quickly to the tight end. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. On first down from the 13-yard line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. The result of this game is going to sting. You've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them.
Looking deep. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. He's moving out of the pocket. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Volunteers in the hurry up. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Got it! Touchdown, Tennessee! And the beatdown has ensued.
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Fielded in the end zone. It's King. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Gets rid of it. He's got his man. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. They're bringing heat. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Back to throw, it's Frederick trying to get to it. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone, and time is run out. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.